How are we starting this though?
Okay, hold on. How do you start this?
How do you start a podcast?
You know what? Let's listen to a podcast.
And welcome.
Yeah,
What's
pull
your
up a podcast.
What's your favorite
Usually
podcast,
it's
Alex?
like,
The
hello.
Joe Rogan Experience.
The Joe Rogan
obviously.
Experience. Oh, let's
Usually
let's
it's
Let's
like-
just emulate him.
Let's
Well,
get
are
to
we
it.
doing
get us
the
some weed.
intro?
Avery, shut the
What?
fuck up.
Are we
Hold
doing
on, I'm gonna
hello?
play.
Welcome to Reeled In. I'm Avery, and then you all say your name.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
No, what is this?
It's not good. I'm scared of golf. That's why when I see
Can we just say
Yeah,
hello?
okay. Yeah, let's
Can we
just say hello.
A little.
Yeah, but like you have to like. No, do we introduce like the concept of the podcast?
Yeah. Okay. So,
You do this. You're gonna do this.
okay.
You know what? We'll alternate. We'll like you do
We'll
it this
speak.
time, and next time we'll.
Welcome
It's a
to
pod.
Reeled In. This is a podcast where three film buffs try to reel in their non-film buff friend into the world of cinephilia. And,
Yeah.
and then she reels us into her
Good
world of
movies.
slop.
So mean.
Well, I mean, as we're about to find out.
Hold on. Is
It's
this
going to be a lot of slop from you, I think.
is this the tape?
No, it doesn't have to
Okay,
be.
it could be.
It could be.
We could cut this
This
bit
is-
out, and that's the tape.
Or we could keep this in and just
Yeah,
keep going.
Sure. Or we could just keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, let's just do one more, and then go.
Okay, let's do one more.
We'll keep both of them in.
Yeah, let's pause.
Okay,
Let's
this is how
pause.
you do the intro.
No, you do it.
No,
I just did it.
have him do it.
No, I
you
want
do
to.
it
I
now.
don't want to do it.
But I just did it.
We'll
you
pause
want me
for
to do it
like 2
again?
seconds, and then you do it again, and then.
Welcome
we'll
to
just
Reeled In. Okay, so anyways.
Okay, so anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good intro.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
there you
Okay,
go.
we're
Okay.
good. We're good.
Okay. So.
I'm Avery.
Oh yeah, names.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
right.
fair.
That's an important part of it. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm Alex.
I'm Sam.
I'm Usman.
Okay. So
Okay, so anyways.
anyways.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
that's not much
Welcome
of an
to our
intro.
podcast.
There's not
Yeah.
much. I mean, you know what? They'll learn more about us as time goes by. I don't think we need.
Imagine
Yeah.
someone is listening to this, they're like, what the fuck are they doing?
This is Reeled In. Whenever we do these, every episode, every episode we pick 2 movies and then we review and talk about them. And then
Yeah.
at the end we try to find a link or a similarity between
Yes.
the 2.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be very important.
There we
yes.
So,
So for this week,
So us, the film buffs in the group,
Okay.
we
Team
recommended.
USA.
Yeah, true.
Those are
we
initials.
recommended.
we're not affiliated with the US in any way.
in no way whatsoever.
Yeah.
No,
we
like,
just
the
own them
complete
completely.
opposite.
Yeah.
Please don't contact us.
So we have recommended the film 12 Angry Men, 1957, to show our non-film buff friend who doesn't watch black and white movies and doesn't watch many movies at all,
Yeah,
really.
no.
yeah.
Unless it's like on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, if they do like
Yeah.
a black and white like episode of like
SpongeBob.
I
That
know.
happened actually.
They did?
Yeah.
Is that your
iCarly?
favorite movie?
Not iCarly.
On what?
It was like there was a black and white. I swear to God, there was a black and white Sweet Life of Zach Cody episode. I swear to God, or like a flashback maybe. Something
Sure.
was black.
Did you
and white.
watch it?
Probably.
Did you like it?
Sure. Yeah. I liked it. I liked that show.
Okay, nice.
So,
And
so she's not
spin-off.
completely new to black and white.
Right, that's good. That's good
Yeah.
background for like black and
That's
white.
really important, yeah.
that counts,
And then you made us watch.
Blades of Glory, a great movie, a good
Well,
sit down, great
yeah.
movie for the family.
Which released
Sure.
when? Like
2007.
2007. Yeah.
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 So,
Which yeah,
Definitely
I
a
can tell.
product of its time.
A product.
Definitely.
Yeah.
so I think we
So
should
messed up.
begin with 12
Oh,
Angry Men.
yeah,
Men.
we gotta
Okay.
end on a high note.
Okay.
Exactly.
So I mean, okay, Sam, Alex, and I have seen the movie multiple times.
Multiple
and this
times,
was
yes.
Avery's first time. So I
what
mean,
what
Correct.
was your impression going into the movie?
Yeah.
What did you expect, and then did it deliver on that?
did you know anything about?
I knew nothing about the movie.
Have you heard of the movie?
Nope.
That's
I
crazy.
just, I don't know, I thought there was going to be 12 angry men, which
Right.
is true. There
Mhm.
are 12 men, and they do get
Most of them
angry.
are angry. Yeah.
Some of them are angry.
Yeah.
That's really all I had going into it.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest with
what-
you. You didn't tell
like
me
your
anything.
expectations.
I was expecting it to be a very, like a Lynch movie, knowing you guys.
You were
So,
expecting
like,
12 Angry Men to be a
symbolism.
Lynch
I was
movie.
expecting
Okay.
like symbolism everywhere, and it being really really boring and
Oh,
drawn
man.
out, like
Right.
Okay.
stuff like that.
So,
Because
your-
you guys recommended it.
Your
to me.
expectations from like a Lynch movie would be symbolism.
Yeah.
Yes.
12 Angry Men directed by David Lynch
Yeah.
would kind of
That
be
would
awesome.
that would
I'd
be sick.
watch.
Yeah.
I would watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did
That
you
would.
think of 12 Angry Men?
Yeah.
I thought it was fine. I didn't.
Okay, podcast over.
All right.
I didn't hate it. I enjoyed it. Like, I'd watch it again in like a few
Alright.
years or something like that.
Sure.
Yeah, it was an okay movie.
It was an
It's
okay
not
movie.
the worst thing you've ever recommended me to watch. Not the best.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's all I really had to say about
That's
that.
all you have
That's
to
all-
say.
I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah, that's really it.
Okay, so
That's
I got a lot to say about Blades of Glory though.
right. But we're told that's where you stop. Like at 12 Angry Men.
I
Like,
thought
that's-
it was. Yeah, I liked it. It's cool how like the one guy was like alone and then he convinced everyone else.
Mhm.
okay. So where do we begin to discuss this movie?
Yeah.
There's a lot to say. About
There's a lot to
There
say.
is. Is
about
there?
The movie.
I think there is.
I think there is. I think it's one of the best films I've ever seen. For
Yeah.
me.
I agree.
And
I think this is a good like introductory film to someone who doesn't watch movies in
Mhm.
black
Yeah.
and white.
it was one
Because-
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like also I feel like it's very like, as much as I really like, I think it's amazing. It's also just very like, clean cut. Like, okay, this
Yeah.
guy, he's against like these 11 other
Mhm.
like jury who are like, no, he's
Mhm.
guilty, and then he slowly convinces them. Boom, that's
Yeah.
it, right? It's like simple enough. Like everybody
Very
can understand.
simple,
Everybody
yeah.
likes it,
Yeah.
But it's also just like
It
There's
keeps
a
you
lot.
locked in.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like you're in and out. It's a super short film.
Mhm.
And you're just like locked in the entire time. The
Mhm.
acting is amazing. The script is
Mhm.
insane. So many good moments in the film. We'll get into, but
This film actually went viral on TikTok a few years ago. I don't know.
It did?
Yeah,
It
because
did,
young people
yeah.
on TikTok were like, "What's this old black and white movie?" And they started watching it, and they fell in love with it.
yeah,
But that scene of him like putting the knife on it,
Oh,
right.
that,
yeah,
that was
that's
a
the
really
big
iconic
scene.
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
You know?
What did you think
Where
of
the
that
hell did
scene?
that come from?
You put a knife on the table.
He didn't like get up and cheer and go woo.
No, I was just like, did he just have that on him the whole time?
Yes.
Like, guys,
Yeah.
this is gonna be a good dramatic like thing. Boom!
Yeah, that was the whole
Yeah.
bit. Like that was
Yeah.
like yeah.
He could have showed that to them like right away, but
Yeah.
he waited
Yeah.
till the right moment.
Mhm. Yeah, and it was
Because-
perfect.
But what if? Okay, but what would have happened if he like the old man, the
Mhm.
other old, like the older man, didn't vote not guilty, and then he never got to do that because that
And he
happened
wouldn't have
after.
done that.
Well, then he shouldn't have waited for the dramatic reveal. He
It's-
should have just.
Do you know how movies work?
I don't think she does.
I'm thinking logically though.
Well, if you really want to be logical about the movie, technically, like, you're not allowed to do that anyways. You're not allowed to introduce your own evidence as a member of the jury.
If you want to be logic about
Have you
movies,
ever has anyone here done jury work before?
Nope.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I like
I
how you're
haven't
talking
either.
about being logical about movies because we're gonna
Because
talk
we're
about
going
Blades
where they
But
literally
that's
like
like
fly
a
into the sky at the
non-logical-
end.
Oh my god, it's the best
We're
ending
gonna talk
ever.
about
It
what
was
was the thing?
majestic.
The Iron
They
Lotus.
just go
Is that the thing?
they fly off. It's great.
That
That's the
makes
best
sense.
ending to any movie.
It makes perfect sense to me.
But no, anyway, back to 12 Angry Men.
Who was your favorite man?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't. I like.
I know it's tough to, like, pick favorite man.
Number 2, I think the guy was like the nerd, kind of
right.
the
yeah.
like high pitched
Oh,
noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
very, like, indecisive. You know, he was just
Yeah.
kind of going.
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
There was no, the business guy was also like
Yeah.
going with whoever. Like he just like keeps swaying his opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. hmm
I didn't like him. Like the business guy, he was like telling jokes
Yeah,
about
the
his
guy
works
that's
and
probably
stuff.
like, I grill steak on
Exactly,
Saturdays
yeah,
on the
and
barbecue.
He
I'm
would
the
go from
steak
guilty
guy.
to non-guilty like it was nothing, and someone calls him
Mhm.
out for that. I think
Mhm.
it's I forget who, but he does get called out for it,
Yeah.
and he doesn't
Yeah.
say anything in response.
And I mean, it's also just really cool that like even though, because I feel like it's been a while since I've watched it, but like most of the men they don't have names, like they're just
Yeah.
the men.
Mhm.
Yet
I
they
don't
all
think
have
anyone
very
has a name.
no.
No.
I wasn't sure because it's been a while since I've seen it, but like you're still able to distinguish like every single one.
Mhm.
And like even in the short, like very short span of the movie, like all of them, they have very distinct like personalities, and yeah, the script is amazing,
It's
and
insane.
like the acting is also amazing. And it's just-
One of my favorite moments in the entire film was when the old like racist guy is like doing his whole thing, and everyone just silently walks away.
Yeah.
Table. I think it's
Yeah.
great.
Even the other racist guys, they're like, this is a little much.
Yeah, exactly.
Too
Yeah,
much.
because most of them are like racist, but
Yeah,
when he
yeah.
starts his thing, he's like, okay, it's a bit
You're going
much.
too far.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
gonna walk away.
God.
And then the main antagonist, of course, is number 3. He's the one who
dad.
held out the longest.
Yeah.
What did you think about him?
The dad.
He's there. He's chilling. I don't know. Eventually, he realizes that he's wrong because his
Mhm.
logic isn't logicking.
Is that why he realizes
I
his
think
logic
he was
isn't logicking?
he was proved wrong by the evidence of the guy.
I don't think
But
that's
that's
what
not
happened.
why he changes his vote, though.
Yeah.
Oh, because of the son, his
Yeah.
son.
I don't think the
He's
evidence,
sad.
like, there's enough evidence to, like, sway his vote, like, halfway through the film.
Yeah.
But he sticks
Mhm.
to his thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because
He's the facts don't
His
care
son.
about your feelings guy.
Exactly.
It's like, these are the facts. And even when it changes so that the
Mhm.
facts go against him, he's like, he doesn't know what to do at that point.
Yeah.
Like, he knows he wants to say guilty, but he can
Mhm.
no longer use facts as justification
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
And so then it exposes him as just, like, completely being self-interested
Yeah.
and
He's
projecting his issues with his son onto this case.
Exactly. Which is insane, and this goes into, like, a whole other thing. Like, you know, jury work or, like, anything law-related. Like, there's so much, like, bias and prejudice, like, involved with this stuff. And for people like this, or any people to, like, you know, put out, like, a verdict on someone's life and be controlled by, like, you know, their biases and their own, like, insecurities and stuff, I think that's insane.
Yeah.
And shouldn't be the case, but it is, so...
Yeah.
I think that's present in every version of this film, and I've
Yeah.
seen a few of them.
Mhm.
So I saw the original teleplay version that came before this one. That was directed by the guy that went on to do the first Planet of the Apes movie.
Oh.
Oh.
And it's the same script with a few changes. And then there's the 97 version from William Friedkin, which changes the race of some of the jury
I
members.
didn't know he did a version of 12 Angry Men.
Yeah. So Jack Lemmon plays the Henry Fonda role, which
Mhm.
Jack Lemmon's one of my favorite actors. He does such a good job with it. But a lot of them are black, and so there's kind of another element of
Why
prejudice
aren't
in
there
that.
any women though? That's the
Because
question.
it's 12 Angry Men.
Yeah.
The title says 12 Angry Men.
But why could it be
It's also
6
like-
angry men and 6 angry women?
That's not catchy of a title.
I'm surprised they haven't made like a 12 Angry Women yet. Like I feel like that would be something they
That's
do.
true,
That
yeah.
would be something they do.
Maybe one day.
Maybe.
But there is also a Japanese version called the Gentle 12, which does have some women on the jury.
Hell yeah.
And that one is a reverse 12 Angry Men situation where they all think that the person on trial is not guilty, and then one guy convinces the others that she is guilty.
Oh. Wow.
Which is, you know, very interesting to make the person on trial a woman who killed her abusive ex,
Mhm.
and to make everyone think that actually she's guilty
Yeah,
and deserves to go to
that's-
prison.
That's kind of
But-
cool. That's a cool plot for a film.
It is kind of cool.
Like it's a cool
Sure.
spin on the thing.
It's kind of deeply misogynistic, but then it also
Well,
kind of
Yeah.
it does play with that a little bit, and it is kind of critical about that
Mhm.
that bias that seeps into jury cases.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Just to clarify, when I say cool, I mean it would be an interesting watch. It's
It
like-
is an interesting.
I don't think
watch.
misogyny is
Yeah.
cool,
Yeah.
but you know.
Well,
You
you,
sure
do,
about
but that's
that?
unrelated.
That's a problem.
We'll talk
discuss
about
on
that
another
later.
time.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Watch like Barbie or
Another
something.
time.
We'll discuss that.
Barbie. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
watch that with rage. Back to 12 Angry Men.
The Diamond Castle.
There
That
should be a
was good.
12
Princess
Angry
and the
Men
Pauper.
Barbie movie.
There should.
12
Angry
Angry Ken.
Barbies.
12 Angry Ken.
12 Angry Ken.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
There
wait,
we
that's
go.
better. That's way better.
That's so much better, yeah.
12 Angry
You
Ken.
should do that. I feel like you can make so many like spin-offs with 12 Angry Men.
You
should
can,
really
absolutely,
get on that.
yeah.
I'm just imagining like a Barbie 12 Angry Men with like the animation.
Yeah.
It's just the Kens talking in like their little
Hey
that was
Ken.
great.
Hi Ken.
Hi Ken.
Hi Ken.
Hi Ken.
Hi Ken.
Hi Ken.
Hi Barbie.
You know, this is slightly unrelated to the film, but I love Sidney Lumet.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
he's like one of like the best directors, like
think
one of
he's
my favorite
great, yeah.
directors, like ever.
How many of his films have you seen?
I've
seen a
seen-
few.
I've seen like 4, I think.
Okay.
I've seen this Dog Day Afternoon, which I love.
Yeah, that one's great.
So
I love
good.
that one.
I've seen Failsafe,
I've
which is
also
like
seen
yeah
that,
one of his. I
yeah.
think it's one of his like his lesser known films, but I love
Yeah.
it so much.
Well, that one kind of got buried because it came out around the same time as Doctor Strangelove, and
Oh,
it has basically
yeah,
the same
yeah, it's
plot.
basically. I think it came. Okay, I don't know if this is true, but I think Failsafe came out before Doctor Strangelove, and there was this whole case where he tried to like sue Kubrick or something. For
I
kind
think
of,
it's the
like,
other way around. I
Is
think
it?
Kubrick sued Sidney Lumet.
Was it? Huh?
I think so.
Maybe. But either way, I know something went on with that, and I don't
Yeah.
know the outcome of it, but
Drama.
something like that happened. And I've seen Network.
I haven't seen Network. I have seen Serpico. That's another good
I haven't
one
seen
with Al
Serpico yet.
Pacino.
I've seen
And
The Social Network.
That's not.
That's not Sidney Lumet, but that's a good movie. That's a really good movie.
Mhm.
I like that movie.
Yeah.
It came out the same year as Black Swan.
That's also a really
That's
good
another
movie.
good
Yeah.
movie.
That's my one film bro movie that I know.
And you only know that because of Mila
Mila
Kunis.
Kunis, yeah, she's a big Mila Kunis.
And Natalie Portman.
Okay.
Come on.
Sure. Back to 12 Angry Men.
But
Well, back to Sidney Lumet, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe there's more to say
I
about
love
it.
Sidney Lumet.
He's one of those directors that a lot of people don't appreciate because he doesn't
Mhm.
have such an obvious style.
Yeah,
But I do think there's some similar elements.
I
between
think
his
a lot of his films are kind of about like similar things. I think Failsafe, 12 Angry Men, and Dog Day Afternoon all kind of say the same thing. That scene in Dog Day Afternoon where he's like outside the bank yelling Attica.
Yeah.
That's, you know.
I think one of the commonalities in his films is the idea of, pointing out something problem in society and then one guy speaking out against it.
Yeah.
So number 8 in 12 Angry Men, and then Al Pacino in Dog Day Afternoon. And then even Failsafe, you can say, is about the repression of that and no one willing to speak out against the president being such a key part of that movie.
Mhm. And in Network, it's the main guy. I forget his name, and I forget the actor's name, but he's the main guy speaking up against this thing. And then there's this that entire film is filled with so many monologues, and it's so
Yeah.
well written.
But he's
It's
great
so
at
good.
monologues, too.
Yeah, he is.
Even though I don't know if he writes. He definitely didn't write 12 Angry Men. But
He did not. I don't think he wrote Network either, but
He's just attracted to scripts with good monologues.
I guess so.
you know.
Aaron Sorkin says it's his favorite film.
Network?
Yep,
Mm,
which makes sense.
Sure. He also loves monologues.
He does love monologues.
For better or worse.
For better or
Yeah.
for worse. I think he's good. I think he's a great writer. It's just he should
He's
stay away
fine.
from directing movies,
He
I think.
definitely should stay away from directing.
Yeah.
I don't think I've liked a single movie he
I've
directed.
seen Trial of the Chicago 7,
It's awful.
which was not great. No. But I think he's a good writer. He wrote what did he
Social Network.
write? No, I know he wrote The Social Network.
And what
but
else?
like,
Nothing.
no.
Oh, Steve Jobs. That's a good. I like that one. The
I
Danny Boyle
really
movie.
like Steve Jobs.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite Danny Boyle movie. Maybe that's my hot take. I like it more than 28 Days Later.
With Ashton Kutcher? That one?
No, that's
Oh.
Jobs.
That's
My bad.
Jobs.
That's
My
different.
bad.
Yeah. No, I love Steve Jobs. I love the opening of Steve Jobs so much. The whole, the computer saying hello and stuff. I think that's so well
Mhm.
written. There's so many good lines.
Now,
in
imagine Aaron Sorkin's 12 Angry Men.
that.
I guess that's what Trial of Chicago 7 was, too.
Yeah, and it was
It
bad.
was his attempt at a courtroom drama. And yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
I can't comment. Like, I've never seen the movie.
It's fair.
Let's talk
Cool.
about a movie you have seen. 12 Angry Men.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's the 5th time you said that. Let's go back to 12 Angry Men, guys.
He wants me to say
Yeah.
more, but I got nothing more to say.
That's crazy.
Like,
talk about?
it was a black and white, first proper black and white movie.
That's good.
Is that true?
Yeah,
That's the first
I don't
black and
think
white
I've
movie.
seen another black and white. Like, I don't think so.
Really?
I don't think there's a beginning bit of Oz the Great and the Powerful where it's black and white.
Oh my God.
I saw
Another
that.
Mila Kunis movie.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Mila Kunis. Dude, when Knives Out 3 comes out, we're watching that. She's
Is she
that.
in that?
Yes!
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my
wow.
God.
A lot of people are in that.
Mhm.
Josh
Including
O'Connor's
Mila
in it.
Kunis.
Who?
Josh O'Connor. You probably don't know him, but
He's like
You'll know
white
him
boy
when
of the
you
month.
watch
You
Challengers.
guys who
Really?
don't know him, yeah.
he's in Challengers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to do that
Oh,
one too. You have to
okay.
watch
We have to
Challengers.
make you watch
Yeah.
Challengers.
Okay.
But also, like, with Challengers, it kind of sucks that if you were to watch it, you wouldn't watch it in theaters. Because I saw it twice in theaters, and, like, it was so... You just get locked in. Like, especially with the music. Like, it's insane.
I mean, we'll talk about it when we do that.
Sorry.
But... yeah.
Well, it'll happen.
Unfortunately, there's no threesome in 12 Angry Men.
Yeah.
No.
Oh man,
Maybe there should have been.
Man.
Maybe like...
Only comment.
I think
You
there's
did a
some
threesome.
sexual tension between number 3 and number 8.
There is sexual
Definitely
tension in the
something.
movie. Dude, oh my god. Talking about the movie itself, I just remembered like a scene I really love. It's when one of the guys with glasses, who has like those marks on his nose,
yeah.
he's like, retelling his thing about, I went to the cinema and I watched this movie and stuff like that, and he's super
yeah.
confident about that. But then, he gets proved wrong. Another great
he
scene. I'm
sweats.
just listening. He does
sweats.
sweat.
It's the
He
first
does.
time he sweats.
Yeah, you noticed that.
I did
Yeah.
notice that. See, guys, I watched the movie.
The
Great
Heat is
detail.
such like a character in the movie, basically.
I love that.
Yeah.
And this isn't even just about that
Dog Day
movie.
Afternoon also, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
The heat is so important in that one.
It's the same in Network as well.
Oh.
Why do they not have like air conditioning in the 50s?
No, the whole thing is like the fan's not
Yeah.
working, or like
So
they
they
don't
have to-
they don't figure out how to like turn the
Yeah.
fan on until like the
They
end. Of the
couldn't
movie.
open the window. It's like raining
It
outside.
was raining,
Yeah.
They do.
Like
open
it's
the window.
probably like
Then they'll get wet.
the rain isn't gonna like inside.
It's gonna wet like the floor.
Yeah, for like a little bit in front, but it's not gonna like they're not gonna be drenched in water.
I mean, fair
Sorry,
enough.
guys.
Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe you shouldn't watch
saying,
movies.
guys.
Maybe you're just like
I'm
You're being
just
too
speaking. I'm
logical.
being logical here. They're not thinking right.
What was it? The Iron Lotus?
The Iron
I don't think that's very logical. in
Hey,
Blades
you don't
of
know.
Glory.
It could happen.
No,
It happened. It's
I-
a documentary.
I-
It's a documentary. That movie was a
Yeah.
documentary.
I love
yeah,
when
I-
Heat is like a main character in
Mhm.
movies, like in 12 Angry Men, Dog Day Afternoon.
You
Do the
haven't
right,
seen-
do the
Have
right
you seen
thing.
Do the Right Thing?
I've seen like half of Do the Right Thing,
That's one of my favorites.
but I know
Heat is
Heat's
so
like
important
the
in that one.
main thing in that movie because
Yeah.
it's just super hot. And yeah,
Yeah, and it's also like some of the choices are just like they're very simple, like the
Mm-hmm.
heat, but also like just the fact that it's all in this one room,
Mhm.
Yeah.
kind of small, it's hot, and it's like it's a very simple choice, but it works really well, and it's like
It's
another
a movie filled with very simple decisions. Like
Yeah.
a lot of the details of the case aren't very complicated.
no,
Exactly.
It's just like there was a guy downstairs who like might have heard something.
yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
exactly.
It's not convoluted. It's very simple, and you
Yeah.
follow the logic
yeah,
very
and
clearly.
I think that's why it's so that's why it's also so just like universally loved because
Yeah.
it's like very
yeah.
like it just works. But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that it's like it's a very like simple boring film. Like it doesn't make it
No,
boring
yeah.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
It
Like-
just makes those simple choices very well.
like
Yeah.
with this
It
movie,
works.
it's more about like the execution. Than
Yeah,
it is about
exactly.
like the story itself.
Yeah.
It's a super simple plot.
But it's
Yeah.
the way that they
The
do
way
it.
that they do
And just
it
the
is just
blocking, just
The
the
blocking is
way
so
everyone is
good.
Yeah.
organized.
Yeah.
Like the original teleplay version is fine. Like it's mostly the same script. It doesn't have that cinematic feeling that this one
Mhm.
does. Where it just the camera is like so interesting the way it moves around everything so
Yep.
seamlessly.
Mhm.
A lot of long takes in it.
the
so
long
many
takes.
creative
The
choices.
first time I watched this, I didn't even notice that because I was so like locked
Locked
into the
in,
film.
yeah.
You don't like I on a rewatch. I noticed like how long these takes are, and I love that scene. It's like the shot of like I think there's like one frame where all the 12 men are like in
Yeah.
Mhm.
in frame, and it's great.
Yeah,
it's so
it's
well
really
done.
Yeah, it's really well done.
Like even that shot of the one racist man and everyone walking away from
Yeah.
him, they're
Yeah.
all
Great
in
shot.
frame, and it shows how they're all kind of unified and standing against him.
Yep.
You know, like a modern movie would just have them in different shots, all kind of
Yeah.
walking away.
Yeah.
But it's so effective having them all there together in the same frame.
Exactly.
I think, yeah, and they're all like separate though. Like none of them are like standing together. In fact, I think one guy remains seated. Like the guy with the marks on his nose, he remains seated, and he just says, "I think you've said enough, and you should sit down or something and be
Yeah.
quiet or something." And
Yeah,
I
I
love
guess.
that scene where like he's pacing back and forth in the room,
Yeah.
figuring out like the whole L train thing.
Any final thoughts on 12 Angry Men?
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I didn't hate it.
What
I enjoyed
What's
it.
what's Avery's official rating of the
Yeah.
film?
Out of 10, what
Out of
would you
10.
give it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd give it like an 8. Oh, but you guys are not satisfied with that. That's high. That's good.
Sure.
That's
Okay.
a
What would
good
you give
rating.
Blades of Glory?
Oh, a
No,
10.
we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Sure.
I think
12
I know
Angry
who
Men
was
is
just-
such an easy 10 for me.
I think
Yeah,
it's
me
like
too.
one of the easiest 10s I've
Yeah.
ever given out.
Yeah.
Like for sometimes, for movies, you have to like let them sit and like think about it a bit. No, this is
Mhm.
like straight up
Yeah.
like.
It was a good movie. 8 is a good rating. That's an 8.
No, yeah, it
Yeah.
is, but like
What
knowing
do you not like about it? What's something that they could have done differently that would make you give it?
it wasn't
We
like
could
Sidney
have
Lumet could have
blasted
done
off
better.
into space at the
Okay,
end of the
okay.
movie.
What's something
started
Sidney
figure
Lumet
skating.
could have like improved upon with this film? What's something
I
you would
don't
tell
know.
him, when he's done making this film?
Make it in color. I need
Well, then you'd
color,
love the
man.
97 version.
I need color, man.
God.
Honestly,
Like-
I feel like the black and white, like, it honestly kind of adds to it.
It does.
Too. Like,
It
it's
does.
like, it just,
And
like, I
that's-
feel like, even if, like, it wasn't, like, intentional, I feel like it's more effective with the black and white than
Yeah, and
the
that
color.
that can be intentional because
Yeah.
they had no other choice.
Yeah,
but it
but
just
it's
works.
like, it works.
Well, I'm
Just-
sure
it
they
just-
could have shot this in color. It was an option for them.
Was
at the
it?
time. Yeah,
When
totally.
was it?
When did this movie
55.
release? 55?
Oh, okay.
I guess.
Yeah.
Never mind.
It would have been way more
But-
expensive. So that's
Yeah,
probably why they
so-
didn't. But
Yeah.
And all the paycheck went to like, most of the
Wonder how
budget went to
much
Henry
it
Fonda.
costed.
probably,
So.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll speak. I wonder how much it costed to make the movie because it's just one.
Like $2 maybe.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. And that went to Henry Fonda and everyone else worked for free.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's crazy because even with that, like it's not a very expensive and like it's not a very expensive like concept and like thing to film and like also just he's using a lot of like simple tools, but it just works so well. And it's like crazy. Like, you don't necessarily have to have like a crazy concept or like do all these cool new like things. You can just do like these things really effectively. And,
Yeah,
like, it
exactly.
just-
Like, this
it comes out
movie,
with like an
like-
amazing movie,
Yeah.
and it's like
It's
that
just
anyone can
perfectly
do it.
executed. for what
Exactly,
It's
yeah.
just,
Yeah.
it's perfect execution.
Mhm.
Like, you don't need like an insane, Inception type idea. You just make a really simple movie
Inception.
into it effectively.
God. Yeah.
You like Inception, Avery?
I didn't really watch it.
Well, let's talk about a movie you did watch.
Oh,
it's not 12
okay.
Angry Men.
Yeah.
I'm ready to fight Alex.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my notes. I took a lot of
Yeah.
notes on this.
Okay.
I want to
so-
hear your list of jokes
No.
that made you laugh.
Yeah. Okay.
I
we
have
can
a
start.
feeling
We're
that
now-
I'm gonna have to fight the two of them.
We're now talking about Blades of Glory.
Released
Okay.
in 2007. This
Yeah.
This is a childhood movie of mine. Great movie. This was my brother's favorite movie for a period of
Oh,
time.
really?
That's
Okay.
how I got exposed to it
Okay.
when I was like 6.
And it's like to this date, it's still like
One of my top movies. Probably after Good Burger, probably my favorite comedy movie.
Okay, and you
It's like a comfort movie.
you
Great.
watched this movie recently again. Like
I
this
watched
is-
it yesterday.
Yeah,
I
and so
told
this
you
is
that.
like-
You still think this?
Yeah, and this is like
Yes.
'cause this is like fresh in your
Like,
mind. It's
as
not like
an
a
adult,
yeah.
you still
Yes.
think this.
it's not
I
like
still
a
think
childhood
this.
thing, like looking back and stuff. Like you watched
It's
this, like
cool because I get the jokes now because I'm an adult.
so it
So you
makes
like
it
like-
it more.
I like
You
it
like
more. Because like as a kid, there were jokes that like were inappropriate. Obviously, you
Right.
wouldn't know it because
Yeah.
you're like 6.
Yeah.
But now, like that's hilarious.
So you
Why
like
did
it
my
more than you
parents
did.
like? Yeah, I liked it.
and you watched this
Yeah.
last night. I really want to like
We have to stress this.
Yeah.
You watched it last night.
They're gonna
and you
turn
still
me into
love
a
it.
homophobe, guys.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So
They're
this
gonna
movie-
frame me as a homophobe in the first episode.
So we've got a misogynist. We've got a homophobe. What's next?
welcome to Real Men.
Real thing, yeah.
we'll figure out what kind of bigot I am. I'll discover myself.
Yeah.
You gotta pick your
This is
favorite, like-
self-discovery.
You have
Yeah,
to pick your
exactly.
favorite like prejudice. I'm like,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Anyway,
Pride
Alex.
and Prejudice?
So-
Is it you?
So this is a film.
Oh my god, why does he keep
I didn't
saying
have a
Got
lot
lots
of
of
notes.
notes.
He has his
Yeah.
phone out, which has
Alright.
like a whole essay about this film.
Yeah.
So first of all, this is not directed by Sidney Lumet. This is
Nope.
directed by Will Speck and Josh Gordon, the visionary masterminds behind Office Christmas Party and Lyle Crocodile. So you know what you're getting into.
Cool.
Crocodile, yeah.
This is true.
I
Yeah.
love
this
that
is-
movie, man.
Have you seen? Like,
Haven't seen.
No,
I know
okay.
Shawn Mendes did a song or something, right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
didn't think- I would.
I'm
I
pretty
thought.
sure he
I have
did.
no idea.
I thought you would say
I'll
no.
take
I
your
don't know
word
anything
for it.
about the movie, and then we
So
move
it
on.
stars Will Ferrell
Yep.
Mhm.
and Napoleon Dynamite.
Yep. Yep.
And a bunch
And BoJack
of
Horseman.
True.
BoJack's
Yeah.
also.
I'm gonna
yeah.
say a bunch of stars of mid to late 2000s NBC sitcoms.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got Mr. Feeney. I clapped when I saw Mr. Feeney. That's
Who?
great. You never saw Boy Meets World as a kid?
I've seen Girl Meets World.
Okay.
Who's-
That's the sequel to Boy Meets
Yeah,
World.
but like, who's the
So
guy?
Mr. Feeney is like the teacher, right? He's like the one that would always impart.
Is he in
wise
this?
advice? Yeah, he's the guy that says you cannot figure skate anymore, you two.
Oh, okay.
Like the old guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he's him.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. That's
Sure.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. So what else do we think about this movie?
I mean, you have a lot of
Should we go
notes
one by one and share our thoughts?
I think
Good,
this
good.
movie
Okay.
is
No, okay. Sam, what did
Me
you
first?
think? Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go
Well,
in order. We'll just.
I already know that I liked it a bit more than these two.
Really? Okay.
I still found it interesting, but I
bad.
watched
She means
it.
bad.
I watched it with a friend of mine, which made it
Mhm.
a lot more fun because then you're there like experiencing it with
Yeah.
another person.
Mhm.
It was fun. Like we had a good time for most of it. I feel like
Mhm.
some of the jokes were either like some of them were funny.
Mm-hmm.
Others just didn't land and were just like very repetitive, and others just made me really uncomfortable. And like
Oh, there's some mad ones.
yeah, there's some really bad ones. And just like, I don't know. I mean, like, it's difficult to say much about it because I feel like that's kind of what the whole movie is. It's a lot of just like, it's a comedy movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's a comedy.
And so it's like, if the jokes are like not that effective, then it kind of breaks the whole point,
Mhm.
you know?
Mhm.
But I still
You can't love the
It was
film for
really-
its story.
yeah,
It's-
yeah.
It's beautiful plot.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
It's
funny. It was
you know.
It's a movie about enemies to friends. They become brothers at the end. He gets the
Right.
tattoo.
Me and my friend were secretly hoping they were gonna end up gay at the end, but they didn't.
But you never know. Maybe they'll make it.
You never know. But also I found it really funny during the ice skating scenes when you could see the really bad green screen.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a note on that. Some of the worst compositing I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
Yep,
yeah.
Just horrible.
I watched this movie by myself last night,
Okay.
and I did not have a good time. I did not find it fun. I didn't laugh. I don't think it's funny. I think it's really badly made. I think everything about it is awful. And maybe this is like a hot take. I just don't like Will Ferrell that much.
I have a whole
I-
paragraph about
I
Will Ferrell.
really don't like him. I don't think he's
Why?
funny, like at all.
Not even as okay.
I don't think I've ever laughed at anything Will Ferrell has ever said.
Here's what I wrote about Will Ferrell,
Oh,
okay? He is at his best when the plot isn't happening.
Yeah,
Do you agree?
I agree.
Okay.
That's true.
When it's just him messing around, just like doing bits, he can be funny.
Mhm.
When he's carrying the plot forward, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like,
So the comparison I would make, and I don't particularly like this actor either, but if you look at, say, School of Rock and Jack Black,
Mhm.
right? That's such a good example. Because when you
Steve.
think of... What?
Steve.
Steve. Yeah, true. Okay.
Yeah.
When you think of School of Rock, for example, Jack Black is just playing himself. He's
Mhm.
doing the same
Yeah.
thing Will Ferrell does. He just plays himself. And you think of, like, the best moments in that movie are when he's just doing his bits, right?
Mhm.
But there's also scenes in that movie where he has to carry the plot forward.
Yeah.
Where it's like him being a loser, like talking with his roommate, or when he has to take the principal out on a date
Yeah.
so that like she'd get drunk and then say yes to the field trip. Stuff like that, where he's not really doing the Jack Black shtick.
Yeah.
He's able to play a character so that when he does his bits, you kind of buy into it.
Mhm.
You accept the fact that he's playing a character who just acts like Jack Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's enough good stuff in a movie like that to carry it forward.
Yeah.
With Will Ferrell, when the plot is happening, he's doing his bits and he can't
Yeah.
take it seriously.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the worst example of that. In a movie that I otherwise think is fine, like Anchorman, when the plot is happening, it's just nonsense. No one remembers or cares about any of the stuff outside of like the really iconic bits.
Mhm.
When he has to do plot stuff, it completely falls apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funnier when you can actually believe, like, oh, this is a person. Like, this is a real person doing
Yeah.
stupid things.
No, but it's just
And
Will
they
Ferrell.
think
are
that
real
they're-
people.
It's Will
guys.
Ferrell.
Even if
That's-
it's like an
It's
absurdist
Chaz
kind of
Michael
thing, you know?
Michaels.
Even if it's absurdist, even an Anchorman, he's still playing a character. He's not a realistic character that you believe in, but he's still doing
Yeah,
things that make
exactly.
you believe that's a character.
Yeah.
This is just a bit.
This
You
is
know,
just- yeah.
there's nothing to this character.
No.
It's just Will Ferrell doing bits, and he talks about sex a lot, but that's not
Yeah.
a character. You know, you can justify it by saying like, you know, his character is that he's obsessed with sex, but that
He's a lone
but that
wolf.
doesn't
He
do-
never had a father, but now he gangs a brother. That was beautiful. I could have cried during that.
okay.
And
Sure.
And
reveals
the
tattoo.
brother's girlfriend is not a whore. And he made that
Oh my
clear.
God. Katie's not a whore.
Katie's not a whore. Did you not think
Yeah.
that was funny?
I thought that was embarrassing.
Oh my god, I'm
What?
sorry. One of like the worst scenes in the movie, in my opinion, is like at the end when like they finally do like the Iron Lotus, and there's like this close up of like his beard.
Yes!
And, like, this,
So
like,
Oh,
funny!
God, yeah.
That's so good!
It's
He almost
bad.
killed him by like that much.
I don't think that was the takeaway. Like, I don't think that's what I took away from that scene. I just took away like this is a horrible CGI.
Yeah.
This is just looks awful.
I love when like he's going down on like to go onto the rink. Well, I guess he doesn't go directly onto the rink,
Sure.
but he like does like a little zip
Yeah,
line, and
yeah.
he just fucking like kills like a bunch of them. This character just like
I think that's funny. I think that's the
I
fun.
didn't laugh.
That's
I didn't
so
laugh.
funny.
I didn't laugh once throughout this entire film.
That's
but
crazy.
if I were to say like what's funny, and I think
I
that's one of the
laughed at
funnier
all
parts of the
things.
film. I think it's
Just,
funny
like,
that
he
him
what?
just casually, zip lining
Yeah.
down and killing everyone in the crowd. That's
great.
funny. That's fine. Didn't laugh, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
I realized about half an hour in that I just hadn't laughed yet.
Yeah.
So I made a list of every joke that made me laugh.
Okay.
It's a
Let's hear it,
decently
yeah.
sized list.
Okay.
So at an hour and 14 minutes in,
That's good. A movie that's an hour and 30 minutes long, and you laugh an hour and 14 minutes in. That's a good sign. That's
Okay,
good. Yeah.
so-
You guys are awesome.
So at an
I
hour
laughed
and
on
14
minute,
minutes.
Like 3.
And what?
Uh,
when they're doing like the flashback of Jimmy McElroy, and he's got like a kid on a fucking treadmill with like the intense like machinery. Do
You know
not
what's
think
crazy?
that's
I don't
okay?
even remember that.
I remember it. I didn't laugh.
It's
So
Or
at an
Chaz
hour and
Michael
14
Michaels.
minutes, Will Arnett brutally kills a man in a mascot costume
Yeah,
as the
yeah,
camera
that
pans
was-
over his lifeless corpse. But then we find out later on that he lived, so I take back my laugh.
Yeah. It would have been funny.
Snowflake.
He just died. Yes,
Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, I
Yeah,
laughed at the
kinda.
thought of him killing this mascot.
And it's also
But,
like
you know,
when like Will Arnett's like chasing him down like the ring,
Mhm.
and like he just has this like terrifying face.
yeah.
Like, okay. Hi. Hi.
Did you
Yeah,
like the
Will Arnett
JFK
is-
comment? Because
that was amusing.
Oh.
Okay, I think that was kind of funny. I think the whole JFK, Marilyn Monroe thing, I think that's kind of funny. That's
Sure, okay. Well,
No,
I didn't
fine.
put that
And
down
you know,
as one of my laughs.
when they
galloping
said-
peacock.
When
Oh
he
my
said,
God.
"Oh, my name's JFK," and it's gonna make sense later, I thought the bit would be like they would chop his head off, like he'd be the one getting his head.
Oh, I
head
see.
chopped. That would be funny.
That would have been
That
funny,
would
but
be
it
a
didn't
good-
happen, so
yeah.
I
It
didn't
didn't
laugh.
happen, no.
So then after that, I put a line break and then an indent and a hyphen to indicate the next item in the list, and that's the whole list. So. Anyway.
Wow, that's a
God.
pretty big list. Yeah.
I enjoyed those notes more than the movie.
God.
No, I like the fact that Bojack's in this
Yeah.
movie.
The
Will
horse
Arnett.
horsing
Yes.
around.
I don't. I love him in Arrested Development, but he has that problem where every time I watch a movie with him, I just think of him as Job from Arrested Development.
I think of him as
That's-
I
Bojack.
can't
Yeah,
see him as
that's-
anyone other
Like
than him.
anytime I hear his voice, I'm like, oh my god. I didn't even
Yeah.
recognize him at first when I started the movie, and then he started
Mm.
talking. I'm like,
It's Bojack.
hold on, what are you doing?
See, I couldn't get
What
used
are
to
you
it
doing?
because I heard him as Job.
Yeah.
Do you? Yeah. What?
Well, please.
You had a lot to say
Yeah.
about the film.
I was ready to defend to. I have a question for you two. I know you don't listen to like today's music. Did you recognize
the Kanye sample.
Yes.
Yeah. Horrible.
Yes.
Where?
There's a line.
And he's on the treadmill and
We're
he's
gonna
like,
skate to one song and one song only. That
It's
line is.
provocative. Gets the people going.
Yeah, so that
You know
line
what
is
I'm
used in a
talking about?
Kanye song,
Oh,
which is not a good
okay.
thing at all. But
Kanye must have loved the movie then.
Yeah. This is
I
it was,
don't
Glowing
think we really
endorsement.
care about Kanye's opinion.
you know, it was a Kanye and Jay-Z song, and the opening sample of that song, the name of which I cannot say, but
Blank in Paris.
yeah, the
Emily in Paris.
Yeah, Emily in Paris.
well, you replace Emily with a different word, and that's pretty much it.
We're gonna skate to one song and one song.
He says
only.
that, and then it ends with him saying it's provocative and gets the people going.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
Gets
no,
the
it's
people
not.
going.
It gets the people going.
Yeah,
So good.
I did recognize
sure.
that. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But did you laugh?
No.
Okay.
You didn't laugh when he's like, "Throw me some chicken." Did you laugh at?
How is that? What? You didn't laugh and throw me some
So
chicken?
true.
What?
So funny.
What is that?
Did you not laugh at like when he's like calling Jimmy like 12,000 times?
I
thought that
didn't
was
laugh. I
funny.
thought it was like.
Did you not laugh when he's like, "Let me put my poems in you"?
No.
Did you laugh? Did you laugh in the court scene where he's like Jimmy McElroy is doing his case and he's like, "I hope the children can forgive me." And then Chad's like, "Good God, I can't stand that." You don't find this shit funny?
No,
I
I
found
really
it
don't.
hilarious.
I don't like Will Ferrell. I'm sorry. I
well,
just
if
don't
it was
like him.
another
And even the
actor.
non-Will Ferrell scenes I didn't find funny
No,
either.
no.
I think
None of
they.
it's funny.
If it was
I
someone
think-
other than Will Ferrell, they would have done it like a better job.
I
Maybe it would
think
have been
Will
funny.
Ferrell and John Heder.
I don't know.
I-
Napoleon Dynamite. that's what I
Napoleon.
call it.
I've
Napoleon
never
Dynamite.
seen that movie, so
Neither
but-
have I.
Oh, okay. I think they did a really good job portraying their characters. Like you believe that
What
Jimmy,
characters?
you believe that
Yeah,
Jimmy
that's
is
the
a
other
wimp.
problem.
What do you mean? Do you have an washed up alcoholic who like doesn't give a shit about anything? He just kind of goes, "I don't give a fuck about anything or anyone. I'm gonna hump the ice if I want to," you know. And then you have Jimmy, who's like this super sophisticated like guy who's been brought up. This is like his one mission. He doesn't know life outside of that.
Also, I'm sorry, but this is unrelated. But like the whole like side plot with like the whole sex thing and like his addiction to sex
Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
not
was
funny?
awful. That was
I don't
We're
get the point of
turning it
that.
into
what was the
strength.
point of that?
So that Katie and Chaz hook up. It's a whole. But they
That was
don't.
Yeah,
horrible.
that
That was really
They turn
bad.
weakness into strength. I think that's hilarious. That scene where it's like
that romantic
you have-
plot line,
you
by
have-
the way, is
Oh
completely
my
that
God.
was
nonsense.
terrible.
It's garbage.
That
You
was
have
terrible.
When
Chaz,
Napoleon
you have-
Dynamite falls in love with Pam from The Office, and
Yeah.
for some reason, we don't know why, they just, you know,
They trauma bonded.
I think
Okay.
that scene was okay. When she's like trauma dumping on him and he kisses her and she's like, "What?"
I didn't see that as a romantic story
Yeah.
before.
I thought that was okay.
But no,
the
they're
only
cool.
reason that exists is so that they can, dispel any notion that they're gay. Like, we
Yeah,
have to
that's
give him,
fucked
like, a woman.
Yeah,
to
a
be in
woman.
love
Yeah,
with.
exactly. Yeah.
Otherwise, people are going to think he's gay, and we can't have that.
Yeah,
They say
yeah,
that
be
many
mocking
times in
gay
the
Yeah.
film. Like,
You know.
yeah. There's that line about like, "Oh, you look like a 15-year-old girl who's not hot" or something.
That, oh my god. Oh yeah, and
Oh,
also the siblings that make out at the end.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Yeah.
yeah.
We like a good bit of incest. You know they dated in real life.
You
They
like
did,
a
yeah.
good bit of incest?
We like a good bit of incest in there.
Okay.
Do
Learning
your
a
thing.
lot
Yeah.
today.
Do your thing. Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. The characters are like non-existent, so I don't
There
know
are
what.
characters. What
I
do
know
you
there's
mean?
characters, but like there's.
Well, not really.
Yes, there are.
By
Genuinely.
definition,
I mean,
there
they're
are-
doing bits. They're not
They're doing
characters.
bits. It's
Yeah.
all. It's like an SNL skit, like a
Yeah.
really bad
Like,
SNL.
Will
No,
Ferrell's
like,
character
that's-
isn't a character. He's a bit.
He's an
right?
alcoholic.
The bit is that he's obsessed with sex and he's an alcoholic. That's
Yeah.
not a character.
That's a character.
That's a bit. Because it has nothing to do with anything that
Yeah.
happens in the movie except for the occasional joke where that's relevant.
Yeah. So it's a bit.
He's
Yeah.
a figure skater.
But that has nothing.
He's sex on ice. Did you not hear the announcers?
But that
'Cause-
that has no relevance to any of the skating scenes and how they're executed in the movie. None of that's relevant. It just matters that like he can have a funny line every now
I
and
Yeah.
then.
think the
But it's not
other
even funny,
main
so what's the
thing-
point?
This is a movie about enemies. You take two rivals and they become friends. It is a good message.
And I think that's
It is a
awfully
me-
done as well.
Yeah.
Should have been enemies to lovers.
It's because it's all a bit.
Yeah.
All of it's a
No,
bit.
it's not.
It's
Not
all a
everything
bit.
is. Like,
Even the whole
not.
enemies thing is a bit. The whole like friends
They
thing is a
clearly
bit.
hated each other at the end.
Clearly, they're
Yes,
doing bits.
They fought on the podium and then set fire to the panda thing.
That was kind of cool. That was kind of cool. I like
Arson is kind of cool.
Yeah, no,
Arson, I like
we
that.
do love Arson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like I feel like
the Reeled In podcast officially.
No, we
endorses
support
Arson.
Arson. Yeah, we like
Yeah.
Arson. Yeah.
Like,
feel
there's
like-
clearly rivals, and then they are forced to, like, work
But
things
it's all a
out.
Like,
bit. It's
no-
executed
What does
like
that even mean?
'Cause
What does
there's
that
no
mean? It's a
arc.
comedy
Like,
movie.
there's no-
Technically,
They
everything.
just decide
There
to
is
be
an
friends.
arc. There is an arc.
Yeah, how
you
do
see
they
the
bond?
progression.
How? What happens
He
that makes
showed
them
him
bond?
the hairbrush and the.
That's how they bonded?
No, he helped him with Katie.
That happens
That was
after
so
they're like.
sudden,
What?
too.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
just a
so
random. Like they see each other for one day, and suddenly, not only is like Will Ferrell helping him, being like, "Hey, you gotta call her," but also her siblings just like suddenly, like we had no. It just kind of began.
It's
Because
all-
they're
Like, I don't
evil. They're
care.
trying to tear the team apart.
It's like it's like, well, I mean, this is just kind of like, I'm not saying it's bad that I don't care about the characters or the plot, but it's just the
It
fact
is.
that what it wants you to care about, like the jokes and like find
Yeah.
it funny, they weren't funny.
Mhm.
And it's like, I feel like a bad joke can still be funny if it's like really bad, but it just hit the level of like, this is just a bad joke.
No, it's because they're
like
trying.
it's just they're trying
to
they
be
think
funny.
that they're
and it's just-
funny, but they aren't.
the entire movie, from the characters to everything, it's all a bit, and it's a really bad bit.
You could
So
say
it
about
just
every
doesn't work.
Well, let's talk
comedy
about
movie,
the
though.
bit, right? The bit of the movie is that they're gay, right?
Right, yeah.
That's the
Male
one joke.
pairings, like yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And the problem with that isn't that it's offensive per se. That's not the problem. The problem is it's one joke and that's the whole movie.
Yeah.
It's the same joke.
That's a yeah.
So the first figure skating scene of the two of them together, the entire joke is just it's funny because it's two men, right?
Mhm.
That's supposed to be the
And
joke.
you see Jimmy falls, and then they get up and work together.
What the fuck?
Bonding!
But even that, but then the final move of that scene is like meant to be provocative because it's two men, right?
Yeah.
So, but then the final one at the very end of the movie is the same thing.
Mhm.
So there's no progression. It's just it's the same joke.
Exactly.
you
In
mean the
every
Iron
skating
Lotus?
scene. Yeah.
That wasn't provocative.
Well, the whole joke of every skating scene is it's two men.
Yeah,
That's-
it's
that's
two
the
men, and they're
point.
being he's grabbing onto his dick now.
Yeah.
Funny.
I feel
Right.
like the last one was less that than the first one.
It's less,
Well,
but
yeah.
it's that's still the joke.
It's the
Is
joke
it
the
though? They
entire
don't grab
film.
each other's dicks
There's
at the
a
end.
scene where
Where?
he grabs his crotch and
Where
he
in the
It's less
flash?
sexual at the end, but it's still meant to be like they're meant.
They're not
The
doing
joke
lips
is that
in the
you're
last
supposed
one.
to find it funny that two men
Exactly,
are being
yeah.
beautiful figure skaters doing
Yeah.
this whole routine.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be intrinsically funny.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
And putting
It's
aside,
dramatic.
like, I'm willing to an extent to put aside the fact that that's like offensive and stuff. It's
Yeah,
just not
yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
not
Yeah.
funny.
It can be funny.
It can, yeah.
But it's not.
It's not.
And they're so insistent that it is that it becomes the only joke in the movie.
Yeah.
So if you
Yeah.
don't find it funny, then the movie doesn't work.
Exactly. And then bringing it back, it is like offensive, and it just
It
doesn't.
also
work. Yeah, it
is,
is
but-
offensive. But putting that aside, it's just not. It just
Yeah.
doesn't work in any way.
And even like setting aside that aspect of it, the figure skating scenes are just awful in
Oh,
general.
They're
Yeah.
so bad.
They're terrible.
I
so.
thought they were good.
The
didn't
first
think it was
one when
cool?
like
The galloping peacock?
no,
Oh,
but like
you
also
know
like
what the hand
especially
means.
like
The
Will
galloping
like, Will
peacock.
Ferrell's character when like
Mhm.
he's literally just like standing there and just like looking at
Yeah.
the crowd and like
Yeah.
grabbing
They're
bras.
always
Is that
shot
not
from the
funny,
waist up. They're always shot from the
They-
waist
yeah.
up, so you
It's-
don't notice that they don't know how to skate.
Will
Yeah.
And then every
Ferrell.
now and
Well, I
then
mean,
you get a
yeah.
shot of their feet where it's obviously a stunt double.
Yep.
And then sometimes when it's their full body in the shot, it's terrible green screen compositing.
Yep.
So there's not a single moment of good figure skating in the movie.
Nope.
The scenes just
Yeah.
completely don't work at all.
Nope.
They're not
They're too
exciting, they're not
analytical.
funny.
There's
No,
nothing
it's not that big
redeeming.
analytical.
Like I can
Yeah.
think of like something redeeming about the film. Like I'm really trying. Like it sounds like I'm just hating on the film. I didn't like anything
Let
about
me
it. I'm
consult my
trying to think
notes
of
again.
something.
Maybe I had a good
Maybe
comment.
I like the opening of the film. I like the first 2 minutes. I like the music and like the way it's shot and stuff, and you know the kid skating and
Oh,
stuff. That's
oh,
cool.
that
The
part?
kid
Okay.
is actually skating
The
Oh,
nun.
sure.
in the opening. Yeah.
It was also filmed in Montreal. I know you haven't been to Montreal, but whenever I go to Montreal, I'm like, holy shit, this is where it happened.
Also, I find why is it that like what's the name of the guy again? Like the blonde.
Jimmy McElroy.
Yeah. I love how his dad shows up for like the first 20 minutes and then never shows up.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's like,
The guy
no, but
from...
it's like, I feel
Disowns
like,
him.
like if they want to do some like trauma bonding, why don't like, you know, be like, oh, bring up your dad again, he shows up again or something like that, but they just forget about him.
No, the guy from
Because
The
he
Dark
disowned
Knight.
him. He's gone on to another
The
kid.
bank, you know.
Yeah.
he
Well,
leaves
yeah,
him.
but I feel like they never brought that back. They just kind of said, okay. he
I like that
abandoned you.
actor. I think he's cool. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's it. Like, I like the fact that Bojack's in the
Yeah.
movie, but that's about it.
I
What
didn't
else
know
do
he
I
could figure
like
skate.
about
It's kind of
this?
crazy.
Is there anything I like about it?
I think the chase scene, like at the end, there's some moments where it's like, okay, that's kind of cool. Like the moment where he
Yeah.
shoots the snowflake thing, like that moment alone, putting aside the fact that, you know, he comes back, I think that's kind
and
of
then
cool.
he just lives. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like he should actually kill a man. I think
Yeah,
that would be funny.
That would be funny. If you kill someone, that'd be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you know what would be funny? If like the Iron Lotus like just failed at the end and like Will Ferrell's head actually gets chopped off.
But
I think
that
that would
that
be
would've been
funny.
funny.
But
Yeah,
then
he
that's
just
the
dies.
whole arc. Is
What
that
arc?
They couldn't like a man.
Also, they fly away at the end.
Yeah, that's majestic
pretty cool.
as
I like
hell.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best ending to the movie.
You want to be logical about films that fly away at
They
the
got
end.
rocket skates, man.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
metaphorical.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
metaphorical. Look at the symbolism
What
behind
is the
it, man.
symbolism of
What does
them
this symbolize?
Flying away.
I thought the movie was great.
Right.
Well, we know
They
you
put
like
the
it.
bone
you
in
liked it.
Zamboni.
Okay.
I thought that was funny.
There's no like funny one-liner
I'm trying to
quips
think-
that I laugh
No.
at.
Yeah, I'm
no.
trying to think of like.
These
Remember
kind of
when they were
mid-2000s
alive?
comedies, I don't laugh at those kind of jokes that
No.
often, but there's still like a few.
There's some
Yeah.
which are
Yeah.
fine.
Like even other Will Ferrell movies. There's been some where I at least laughed a couple times. Like
The
I
Lego
laughed at
Movie.
Anchorman a few times.
The Lego movie. That's a good one. Love
Sure,
the Lego movie.
yeah.
That's a
Lego
good Will.
movie.
That's the one Will Ferrell movie I like. The Lego movie.
Hmm.
I like him in The Producers, the remake of The Producers.
I haven't seen
He's
that.
fine in that. Yeah.
But no, yeah. I actually, I'm still on this. I don't like Will Ferrell. I think that's where the problem
That's
starts.
the problem.
And the movie
Probably.
itself is also really bad. So, you know. It's like how you
Yeah.
feel about Tom Cruise.
Who do you think they should have cast instead of Will Ferrell? Who
If
should have
they
been in this
casted
movie?
Tom Cruise instead of Will Ferrell, would you have liked the movie?
He could have pulled it off.
He would have actually done the figure skating, and I think
Yeah.
that would have been cool.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
would
would
have
have
actually
done
done the
it. He
figure
would
skating.
have
Would have
actually.
fixed
Oh
so
my
many
God.
problems.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if he did like those triple axles and stuff, I'd be like, fuck.
Because
Yeah.
I feel like that's also super like funny, unexpected. It's like, oh, Tom Cruise is just doing all this figure
Yeah.
skating. Like that would actually be funny. It's
Yeah,
like
it would.
okay,
Yeah.
he's doing it and he's
His
doing it
biggest
really
stunt
well.
to date.
Yeah, doing the Iron Lotus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Iron Lotus.
That would be a good
That would-
movie.
That would have worked.
I'm sorry, this is just fine. What's your favorite Mission Impossible movie? You want to just say that?
Alex, what's your vision?
She's gonna say 2, right?
It is too.
It's so good.
I think 2 is fun.
Two's fun. Yeah, it's fun.
That's a fun movie. That's like, oh, it's bad, but like it's so much fun.
What? Okay, well, I watch it with my dad, and we just like shit talk the movie the entire time.
That'd be a fine movie to shit talk because it's fun. Like it's still like good. Like stuff is happening on screen.
Stuff is happening in Blades of Glory.
Horrible stuff.
Did you not think it was funny when the guy is like the old man, the coach is sitting there? He's like, "Yo, you can't do it," and then like he sees the TV of Chaz and Jimmy like fighting, and it's like the music where slow mo they're doing the lifts.
Oh,
Do you know
like
what
when
I'm
he sees
talking
the
about?
vision.
Did
Right.
you not think that was funny?
No.
Okay.
God,
Okay,
no.
so Avery, what would you give?
Oh, I'd give it a 10. It's an
Okay.
easy 10.
Okay,
What would
honestly,
you-
like genuinely, like, would you actually give this movie a 10?
I really like this movie.
Is it a 10?
Genuinely. You
Rate
wanted
this
me to
movie.
say, like,
no,
zero?
like no bits, no jokes. Like actually, what's your serious rating for Blades of
Serious rating would be like 9 to a 10. Genuinely.
Like this is real.
I
This isn't.
love this movie.
This isn't a bit.
This isn't a bit.
no.
This is like, honest to God, I
Yeah.
love this movie. Now, it could also just be nostalgia and comfort.
You watched this last
Probably
night.
adds-
That's
I
what-
watched this last
Right.
Once again, you watched this last
Yeah.
night and you. Still
I
have
actually
this
loved it
opinion.
because I like get the jokes now. Genuinely, I love this movie.
Oh.
Now, maybe there's some emotional. Maybe if I didn't see it as a child, I wouldn't like
No,
it
because
as
there's
much.
movies that I loved as a kid, and then I watch them now, and they're like really bad movies, and I can still say like, oh, I like this as a kid. It holds a special place in my heart, but it's a bad
Yeah.
movie.
Mhm.
Do you feel that way about this movie?
No.
No.
I would watch it again tonight if you guys
You think this is a good movie? Like, this
I
is a well-made...
really like this movie. I know that's hard for you to comprehend, but I really like this movie.
Okay. So this is like a 9 out of 10.
This is like, I would say 10, but if you 9 to a 10.
No, it's
like
your honest rating.
I would genuinely give it a 10.
Okay. And you
I don't think there's any room for improvement.
Sure. There's lots of room for 12 Angry Men to improve. What would you give it?
I gave it like a 1 out of 5 on Letterboxd, so...
So 2 out
So 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's cruel.
I gave
And I think that's generous.
I gave it a 2 out of 5 on Letterboxd, so 4. I think if there was an option on Letterboxd, it probably would have been closer to like a 3.5. But
What?
like a 3.5 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
like no. Like it's just I think like I think I enjoyed it mostly because I was with my friend watching it. But I think if I watched it alone, I would have just been like, okay, that's a movie.
How much did you give it, Alex?
Well, I gave it a 3 out of 10, which was very generous.
The first passing score.
Is it passing? I don't think that's a math.
3 out of 5. Oh, out of 10.
Out of 10.
You think he would give?
I thought it was out of 5.
I gave it a 3 out of 10, and I am actually logging on to Letterboxd right now to change it. I think that was too generous.
I would change it to half, but I think the movies I've given half like deserve to be half. And I think putting this next to like like a Serbian film is kind of
I do not give movies a 1 out of 10 unless it like really genuinely is like an abomination on cinema. Like, this isn't quite at that level.
I think I've only given like 3 movies.
I've given a few movies. I've given Revenge of the Sith 1 star.
What?
Yeah, I also gave that one.
What?
I gave that 1 out of 10.
Guys,
I've given 2 movies half a star and 9 movies 1 star.
That's insane.
I've given a lot of movies 1 star. I gave a Thor: Love and Thunder 1 star. I think it's an awful movie. I gave Yesterday 1 star.
We'll have to talk
Final
about Star Wars at one point.
Final Destination.
Oh.
Okay.
So now's the very important part of the podcast where we have to figure out the commonalities between these two movies.
Yeah.
I will just say I think the obvious parallel between these two is that they're both about enemies to lovers dynamic.
Right.
Yeah,
that's true.
Definitely.
Yeah. I agree. That's a good. I feel like Avery has something to say.
They're not lovers in 12 Angry Men.
Well, when we say enemies
to
not lovers,
they become
lovers, just
friends, I guess.
Right.
They become lovers.
They may as well be. They fly away.
I've never heard of headcanons before, okay?
In his headcanon, Chaz Michaels and
Jimmy
McElroy are like lovers,
Jimmy Dynamite.
Jimmy Dynamite, that's a good name. We'll call him that.
Yeah.
And then the 12 Angry Men one's obvious. We don't even have to say that.
Yeah.
What do you think these movies have in common?
I was gonna say there's both scenes where they like take place in a court. Or like
True.
court.
That's
true.
That is true.
Yeah, Blades of Glory is a courtroom drama.
And there's a scene where they're in a court.
That's true.
Yeah. And in those there's probably 12 men if you count them.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
They go against the one guy in 12 Angry Men. He's like standing up against the world of the other 11 Angry Men. Hold on, let me cook. And then Chaz Michaels and Jimmy McElroy like stands up against the world and say, "Hey, we can do this." Yeah. It's an underdog story.
They're standing up to this homophobic society. They're saying, "We're here. We're queer."
Yes, they are.
Yes,
they are.
Yeah.
It's an underdog story.
It is. Yeah.
Is there like a scene with knives in Blades of Glory?
I mean, the
blades.
Skates. Yeah.
The skates, yeah.
Blades.
So there's a knife and
Yeah.
Men.
There's blades in both. Yeah.
The movie's called Blades of
Glory.
Because they're glorious.
I do think it's kind of funny because before you told me what the movie was, hearing Blades of Glory, like that sounds like a fucking like fantasy.
I thought it would be like a gladiator type movie
exactly.
or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh no!
Why would you recommend that?
Yeah,
why would I
know that you would
recommend
have recommended
that?
that, but like that's what I thought when I thought of the name.
No, we're talking true blades.
Yeah,
Blades of Glory.
Exactly.
Like, what about the themes of the? Well, the problem with Blades of Glory is that there's no themes.
Yes,
for me
there is.
Like what? Like
Teamwork,
what?
It's about gay acceptance.
Underdogs, enemies to lovers.
Yeah.
There's themes. Doing what's right Katie did what was right and didn't sleep with Chaz because she's not a whore. Karma's a bitch.
Jojo Siva.
Yeah.
No, I think the main takeaway is that Blades of Glory and 12 Angry Men are both enemies to lovers.
Yeah,
stories.
definitely. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I think that's
My favorite queer movies.
Well, that was a very successful episode.
Yeah.
I'd say so,
Thanks
yeah.
for listening, everyone. Bye.
Yeah.
This has been real good.
It has been
Yeah, we
really-
discussed.
Did we successfully reel you in with
Yeah, did
12 Angry Men?
how do you feel
Yeah,
about
it was-
about
It was a good movie.
okay.
I was unsuccessful with you guys, but
Yeah,
whatever.
clearly,
Maybe
yeah.
listen next time.
Yeah, next time.
Probably not, but maybe one
Hey,
day.
you never know.
Avery watches fake movies. Like
Yeah.
these are not.
Those are real movies. Blades of Glory is a real movie. It was real
It's
to
not.
me.
It's
I don't
just
think it's
not. Like I know,
What
like
does that even mean?
it's just not. Like I can't believe. Like it's just not real. It's fake. I get like your whole
Real
thing is like
bit.
you like feel good, fun movies and stuff.
Yeah, they're
But
fun.
movies can be feel good and fun and also good at the same
And
time.
also real.
And real, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the. I think 12 Angry Men is a
just
feel good
Don't
movie.
understand.
Yeah, it's definitely.
It's a
feel
feel good
yeah.
movie. It's fun. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
I could watch
Yeah.
it right now.
I could watch
No,
it right
It's
now.
exactly.
such an easy movie to
It's
watch.
It's
It
a
goes
really
by.
easy
It
watch.
flies. Did you think did you feel that just flew by like it went by quick? No.
It was just a normal movie to me.
You can't shake your head. This is an audio podcast.
Oh, right. I shook my head no. But, like, it was just, like, a normal... I wasn't like, oh, this is carrying on forever. I wasn't, like, watching fucking Space Odyssey in movie theaters. That one felt like forever.
That one flew by.
That
was actually...
flew by.
I told Alex, I, like, half fell asleep during that movie.
That's
I'm gonna be so honest with
crazy.
you guys.
I half fell asleep during Megan. We're even.
But I mean, we'll talk about that some other time. But
No,
that
we won't.
movie,
Yeah.
I'm not rewatching that movie. I cannot do it.
It's perfect. It's so
It
good.
is a perfect
It's a
movie.
perfect movie.
I think Blades of Glory is a perfect movie.
There's okay. I'm sorry. Before we end this, I really like all the jokes aside, all the bits aside. I really
doesn't believe me.
No, like,
He doesn't
I just-
believe me when I say I like this
Do
movie.
you
This
ask-
is how I felt when you said you love Space Odyssey. How I kept on being like, is this a bit?
There's
This is
no
crazy.
There's okay. I really like. I'm being so serious.
I
Right
know
now.
you are.
No bits.
I
no nothing.
really like this movie. I think it's a very, like, you get into the plot very quickly. Like, it's not like a lot of
What
build.
plot?
That there's figure skating. There's rivals, and then they're like, oh, they're banned, and then they come together and they have a redemption arc.
Okay, and actually, like, and I'm not even like laughing or smiling or anything.
Okay.
You actually think this is like a perfect movie?
I think it's a really good movie.
You think it's a 10?
I think it's a 10. But that could also be because of nostalgia for me. But
Can you
genuinely,
try-
if I could watch, like, if I was forced to only watch that movie for the rest of my life, I would do it. I wouldn't complain about that. He
Can
just
you-
put his hands on his face.
Can you try and put like the whole nostalgic aspect of it aside? Just for a sec.
Yeah.
He's not going to let us end the podcast.
It's-
It's
no,
literally
but
it's a
if
concession.
If you showed me this movie, if you're like, hey,
For
I
the
got
first
this movie,
time, like
for
right
the first
now, yeah.
time, I would watch it. Like I would
you'd
enjoy
watch it, but like you would like it. Like,
I
you
would like. I laughed that when I watched it last night.
Okay, and you
I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it.
I would
Fine.
have went out that being like, that was a good recommendation.
Cool. That's
Usman.
that's fine. That's fair. People might think that, but you think this is like a 10 out of 10 movie. You think it's a 10
He's
out of 10.
really
movie.
on this. We're gonna be here for hours, folks, and we'll stop listening.
No, like
now.
you.
I really like this movie. I really
You think
like
it's
this
okay
movie.
when you say something's a 10. You think it's a perfect movie. No, hold on, I'm sorry. When you say something's
I
a 10,
think it's perfect.
you think this is a perfect movie.
I really
You-
love this
hold on,
movie.
okay.
I really
The
like
last
this movie.
10 minutes
Usman.
of the podcast.
in your heart, you
In my
believe-
heart, my soul,
You think- no, hold
and
on, you think
everything,
this is a-
every single cell that is like lived
You
in my
think this is
body.
a flawless, perfect movie.
I think it's a flawless.
You think there's nothing this movie can do to like improve or like anything it does wrong, anything you don't like, something
I
like there's no
really
flaws in this.
I really like this movie.
You're not answering my question.
I think it's perfect.
There's no flaws in this movie for you.
I don't
Oh my
think
God.
so.
Okay,
I
goodbye,
agree.
everybody.
Maybe some of the
Everything.
animation
We're just-
or some of the they could improve that.
Okay,
but
there's
it
your
was 2000
concession.
and,
There's your
it's
concession.
2007,
Okay.
so that was like what, almost 20 years ago. So like, keep that in mind.
I gave you many chances
Oh,
to back off.
Many chances
I
to say
don't
the
even
one
think-
problem with the movie is that it's a little homophobic. But
Yeah.
she stood her ground.
Yeah, she
You
really-
have
It's
to
a
respect
perfect
that.
movie.
Perfect.
Cool, okay.
Homophobia it is.
I just wanted to like
Whatever.
I just wanted to put all the jokes aside for a sec and really like, get serious for a sec. Really.
That's not why you were doing that.
I swear, Avery, I'm being so serious.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to know if you think this is a perfect movie.
I've answered that.
Yeah, no, I know.
all
I'm just saying I wasn't doing a
We're
bit.
done. We're
I
done.
wasn't doing a bit.
Thanks
I
for
wasn't doing a joke.
listening,
Thank you,
folks.
goodbye.
But yeah, okay, yeah, goodbye. We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
maybe.
For real, did.
real bit.
Woo!
What?
This is gonna be
Yeah.
great. We're gonna make millions.